guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So I had said this in my last video, but I'm gonna say it again. I was selected to be a part of the design team for Deb at Artzology, and I'm super excited about that. And yeah, so today I'm here with my first design team project for Artzology. This is probably gonna be a couple parts, I'm thinking, because they're gonna be craft with me videos. But I wanted to come on first and show you the kits that I'll be using before I cut them all out, and show you what I did as far as how I printed them and everything. So to start, these are the names and numbers of the kits that I will be using for my first design team project. So the first one is it's called Journal Cards, and it's number 192. And then the second one is the Woodland Kit Add-on, and it's number 143A. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I showed you that. And then here is Artzology's name. Well, her name is Deb, and she has a lot of amazing printables in her Etsy shop. So go check her out. I will link her below, and I will link directly to these kits as well. Okay, so first, this is the journal cards kit. Okay, there are 3 pages, and they're designed to be a like jumping off point for decorating your own journal cards. So you've got some collaging going on, and some gesso, and even some, you know, like some sewing in the digitals themselves, and then they just lend themselves to being decorated further. So I'll show you. I just coffee dyed the back of these, so they're still a little wrinkly. I apologize. I'm gonna iron them and everything, but I wanted to get this part of the video done, you know, and then I'd be able to come back and do the craft with me parts later, but attach it, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I will iron them, but I coffee dyed the backs. So they're just, you know, they just have lots of space to create. So this is the first one. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can kind of see it all at once. That's the first page. And then the second page, and the third page. And then what I did was I printed all of those 2 to a page here, so that I'd have some smaller bits. And when I do the actual craft with me part, you will see I have something in mind. So I went ahead and printed them out 2 to a page. So just like that. And guys, I found out today that I can actually coffee dye after I have printed with my inkjet printer. I thought that was never gonna be a thing that I could do. And Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah does it. And I asked her, you know, how do you get away with that? Because, you know, my assumption was always, well, you know, if it's ink, it's an inkjet printer, the ink is on there. If it gets wet, it's just gonna, you know, smear and bleed. But she said she does it all the time, and she uses the same kind of ink that I do, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But basically I just painted the coffee on the back, and it soaked through a little bit in places, but it didn't smear or run or anything. It's perfect. And then I just baked them like I always do, and because I wasn't soaking them, they dried so fast. It was just absolutely amazing. So the printer that I use is an HP Envy 4520. It's like an all-in-one. It has a scanner bed and everything. And I use the HP Instant Ink program, which I can't say enough wonderful things about. I never run out of ink, and I know that if I was buying the amount of ink I'm using, you know, just separately, I would be spending so much more than the actual cost of the HP Instant Ink subscription. So if you are in the market for a printer, or you already have an HP printer but you're not on the Instant Ink program, I highly recommend it. And they're not paying me to say that. I'm just giving you, you know, a tip as a fellow crafter. If you print a lot, it is the only way to go. And I love my printer. I actually bought it at Aldi, believe it or not. They had it, and I couldn't say no. I didn't have a color printer at the time, and I was like, I have to have this. And it's never done anything that makes me dislike it. I am in love with it, and I never run out of ink. They ship it to me. They know when I need it. I have it before I need it every time. And you can, you know, get it slightly wet and it doesn't bleed or smear. So yeah, enough about that, but I highly recommend it. So anyway, so that's that. So we have all of those. And then this is the Woodland Kit add-on, okay? There's an actual journal kit in the same, you know, theme that Deb has as well, but I'm just gonna be working with the add-on kit this time, mostly because I love alpacas and llamas. I have a little, let's see if I can do this without dumping. I have this little dish here to hold my paper clips, and I'm trying to, there we go. It's a llama or an alpaca or something. I have them all over my house. They're like my favorite thing. So I obviously had to work with this. So super excited. And the journal that I won from Dee Dee, she used this kit, and I fell even more in love with it when I saw it in person. So I knew that my first project was going to involve this. So I printed out the whole kit. It's 5 pages on just regular copy paper without any coffee dyeing. So you could see, you know, what it looks like in its raw form. So those are the tags. And then there's a page of these gorgeous, I'm gonna turn it side, I know, well, I'll do it this way, like large journaling cards. How cute are those images? I mean, come on, they are just adorable. Love them. And then there's this page of like ATC size journaling cards, and look at the like watercolor flowers on there and the details, like so cute, right? So cute. And then there's an envelope, and the envelope page comes with 2 journaling cards that fit inside the envelope after it's made. Look at that bunny. I mean, oh, I just love this. All right, and then the final page is a page of really, you know, pretty big tickets, which are nice for altered paper clips, or even, I mean, you could use them as journaling cards because they're really good size. And then these strips of like what I would call like washi tape. But yeah, super cute. So that's the kit, just, you know, printed on regular paper. So I wanted to show you because I did coffee dye the backs of these as well. So I printed all of this out onto cardstock as well. Now that I'm looking at it, did I not print that full size? I thought I did. Okay, anyway, I printed them out on cardstock and coffee dyed them. But this is 4 to a page, or no, 2 to a page, sorry. So you can see the kind of the size there. So I've got 2 to a page there, and then 4 to a page here. And then this is 6 to a page of the larger journaling cards, the ones that look like, where did I put those? The ones that look like this initially. So 4 or 6 to a page there. And then I'm losing track of my stuff here. Oh, and I did that same page 16 to a page. So you've got super tiny little images. And then this is the tag sheet in its full size with coffee dyeing. And then there's 4 to a page and 6 to a page, tiny tags. And then here's the envelope page. And then I did 4 to a page and this is the most adorable thing ever. This is 6 to a page. Look, it's just a tiny little envelope. Love it. So cute. And then this is the original size of the ticket page. And then I did 4 to a page and 9 to a page. So you've got tiny little tickets and lots more of that washi tape to use. So yay. And then I printed the whole kit onto vellum. Or actually not the whole kit, sorry. I printed a few pages, and I'm gonna put this coffee dye behind it so you can kind of see better. So that's just the ATC size journaling cards. And then I did that 6 to a page on the vellum here. And then I did the full size journaling cards on vellum. How pretty that is. And then I did that same page, 1, 2, 3, what is that, 9? 9 to a page. So you can see they're super cute and little on the vellum. Very cute. And then here's the ticket page, full size on vellum. And the ticket page, 6 to a page on vellum. So I just wanted to show you that because I will now like turn off my camera, even though in your world you're gonna see it happen right away. I'm gonna turn off my camera and iron all these pages and cut everything out and ink everything, and then I'll come back. In my world, it'll be tomorrow, but in your world, it'll just be a few seconds. And we'll do a little craft with me project that I have in mind to use with these 2 kits. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple seconds. Okay, so I have done a little bit since I filmed the kind of intro to this video. It's actually been a couple days. So I might repeat myself. I apologize for that, but I have gotten a few things made and I wanted to show you that, and then I thought we would do a little crafting together if you'd like, and see where we get with that. So what I did, well, okay, first of all, does anyone else craft like this? I feel like I have this, you know, fairly large desk. You can't see the whole thing. But I give myself like this tiny little space to actually work in. And then the rest of the desk is just ridiculously chaotic. There is just like stuff everywhere. I wish I could kind of show you without shaking the camera all around, because that's no fun. But just believe me when I say that what you're looking at is kind of lovely compared to what is actually in front of me. Anyway, this is how I work. I prefer to have everything out where I can see it that I might want to use on a project. Because that way I don't forget anything. You know, I think, you know, I'm not the only one, I hope. I have a very large craft hoard of supplies and things, and so obviously I can't store everything right by my desk. I hope I'm not the only one. Sometimes I feel like I'm insane. But, so I have to get everything, I have to gather everything. I kind of like, I nest, you know, like a mother bird. I gather all of my stuff, and so it's all right here, and I can, you know, just grab things. But it ends up literally giving me like 6 inches to work in. I don't even know if it's 6 inches. Like it's really kind of crazy. But that's what I do. So I apologize if all of this is distracting. Hopefully, you know, I can maybe push some of this back. So you're not distracted, but that's just how I work. So let me show you what I have done so far. So I said in the intro what the names of the kits were. So I'm using, kits by Artzology because this is my first design team project. And I am basically creating journal cards, pockets, tuck spots. It's going to be kind of a hodgepodge of different embellishments for a journal potentially, or I haven't quite decided. I don't know. I might sell like bundles of pieces, as embellishment kits. I might just hold on to some of these for Happy Mail. And I might keep some for a future journal. I have no idea right now. So right now I'm just creating and having fun with this kit because I love these little animals. So this is the first one that I made. So the background is just one of the journal cards from the journal card kit that is printed 2 to a page. So it's smaller. And then we have the regular size ones that look like this. So this is a smaller one, and I took some, I keep all of my tea bags after I tea dye paper, or if I drink a cup of tea, I dry them out and I keep the paper because it makes really pretty little ruffles on the sides here. And let's see, let's pull this little tag out. Let me show you first. Look at that little deer. And I added just a little flat back pearl on the top there. And then the back is just plain. And then this is a sticker that I got from Christina Rizzi's shop on Etsy. And I'll link her below. And then there's some cheesecloth behind there. And then this is a piece of the washi type strips that come with the kit, and I just used that as a little spot to tuck that tag, and I just love how that turned out. And then the back is just coffee dyed. So that's one. I'm gonna set that somewhere out of the way here. And then this one, I love this one. This fox, he looks so he's just judging the world right now. So that is printed on vellum. It is a piece that looks similar, to this, but it's the fox piece. And I stamped some mushrooms on there with some archival ink. And then this is a little fabric ruffle that I made and a little bit of bling. And then the background is obviously one of the large journal cards. And then I used the ticket and some of that washi strip. And then this is the masking paper, geez, I can't even talk, that I learned about from Nikki Adigan at Musings by Nikki. And I have a funny story to tell about that. I have to share because it'll make you laugh. And that's my goal in life, is to make everyone laugh. So she was showing this on one of her recent videos, and I was super excited because I love it, anything paper, and and she was saying she got it at Walmart, and I'm like, yay, I can go to Walmart. And she said that it was for painters, and I've never heard of masking paper. And my husband, even though he is like the handiest person I've ever met besides his dad, I had never heard of it either. So I knew what it looked like because she showed it in her video, but I just heard I just heard painters. So because we do crafting, I immediately was like, well, it must be with the paint in the craft section at Walmart. So let's look there. So my husband and I are up and down every craft aisle at Walmart, like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, I'm not leaving here without this stuff, because I was really excited about it. And I knew that it would go really well with what I was going to be doing. And I was getting really frustrated because I'm like, different parts of the country don't have this? Like, why? That's so silly. So we were about to give up, and we were walking and to a different section of Walmart. And I looked at my husband and I'm like, it's for painters, like that paint, houses and walls and stuff, not crafting painters. So I had a moment and we headed over, you know, to the paint department in Walmart, and it was right there. So totally my fault. Nikki explained it very well. I just, in my brain, was thinking crafting, not house painting. So, and it didn't help much that at the time my husband was actually looking for masking tape. He heard masking tape when I said masking paper. So even if it had been in the craft section, we may have missed it because I was looking for this, but he was looking for tape. So it was just another fun day in the life of Emily and her craft adventures. I had to share. Sorry, that was probably long-winded. Anyway, so yes, that is some of the masking paper behind the little ticket there. So that's that one. And then this one I love that bunny. Oh my goodness. So we've got some more of the masking paper, some cheesecloth. I made a little bow here out of just this sheer ribbon that I got on clearance at Ollie's. There's an acorn that I stamped on there, and then this is washi tape. Whoops. Washi tape that I also bought on Christina Rizzi's shop. It is individual petals. I have no idea, like, if there's a right way to arrange these to make a particular kind of flower, as I'm not I don't really know what flowers look like. So I just kind of layered it up until it looked like a flower to me, and added, I don't know if you can see, I added a little bit of Wink of Stella, little glitter. That has become one of my favorite craft supplies, just to the stamens in the middle, so it's a little bit of glittery. So yeah, so that's just a journaling card. And then this one I am also in love with. I watched Natasha at Treasure Books make paper ruffle strips, and I've made paper ruffles before, but after watching her video I kind of went crazy and made, I've got this like bowl of them. I actually made really wide ones with leftover scraps so that I can make pockets and whatnot, and this is one of those wider pieces. So I made a pocket out of that and then added some flat back pearls there, and we have just a little alpaca tag, my favorite, inside there with some of the washi tape at the top, and then a little bunny ticket, and I have a fabric ruffle up here as the little pull tab and some bling, and then this is just the journaling card as the background, and I corner punched, and then this little bitty envelope here has a tiny little journaling card inside. Like, how cute. I have decided that anything in miniature is my new favorite thing, and excuse me, that's not really a new realization, but it is the truth. So that is what I have been working on, and I thought maybe we could create one or two things here today. I'll probably do 2 parts because I don't want these videos to get ridiculously long, and you know, I already did an intro to this one, so I have to remember that. But I have, you know, a ton of things sitting here. So I do have the full-size tags that I had an idea of something that I wanted to do with them, but I do need to ink them first because I haven't done that yet. So I'm gonna do that, and I will speed this up, but I want to tell you first where I kind of got the inspiration for what I'm gonna do with these. I found a new channel on YouTube. It's not new. It's new to me. It just came up in my like recommended, but she has quite a few subscribers and she's been around for quite a while. But her name is Madi, and her daughter Madison actually craft together. The name of the channel is Spectrum Art, and then I think there's like a dash, and then it says Madi, M-A-D-I. But her daughter has autism, and they craft together and make the most beautiful things, like just stunning creations with different papers and, you know, all the other goodies. And I was just blown away. But one of the things that she made, I have not watched all of her videos yet because I have not had time, but was a little kind of flippy tag journal thingy. We're gonna call it that. And I just thought, well, that would be perfect for these 3 tags that I have here. So I will finish inking this up. Okay, so those are inked. So basically what I need to do is find some paper. Okay, oh, that's nice and grungy. Okay, I like that, that'll work. And what I'm gonna do is cut this down. And I'm probably, so I can be quicker about it, I will double up these 2 pages. And yeah, that'll work. Let's see how well this works. Where are my scissors? Yeah, that's another problem when you have this mess. You just can't find anything. Let me hold this here. All right, so now we have 4 pieces of paper that we can put between. So which one do I want to be the front? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? It's gonna be this one. And then we'll put a piece of paper, and then actually we'll put 2 pieces of paper, and then I think we'll put the bunny in the middle, and then 2 pieces of paper, and I'm gonna turn the deer over so it's like a back, like that. And it looks like we've got some paper sticking out here, so let's trim that down. And as long as the paper, I don't really care too much about how neat and straight the paper is on the inside, as long as it's mostly contained inside. So we have that, and let me grab my crocodile here, because I want to make a hole, and I think we'll just use the 1/8 of an inch, and I'm gonna go probably about there, and just eyeball it. There we go. And then I have a bunch of kind of, I got a lot of really pretty, like, of these brads at Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance, I think, or it was like half off. But look how pretty these are. I think I'm actually going to use that one. And I got these little containers at Meijer. I don't know if Meijer is all over the country, and it's probably not overseas, but it's a store here near me. But they were like $1. I love them, and you can see through the top, and they just kind of hold everything in place, kind of contain the chaos. So I am just gonna pop that. Oh, look how cute that is, through there, and And we could even, I might add something to that. But now we have a little like tag journal. Like, how cute is that? I love it. You've got the bunny in the middle, and we'll decorate the outside. I really like that. So thank you, Maddie, for the inspiration for that. It was just kind of perfect. And how simple. I mean, that was really quick, honestly. I mean, we haven't decorated it yet, but that was super quick. So love that. And I think what I'm gonna do is add some lace or something. I've got a whole bunch of pieces of stuff here that we could use. If I cut this down, maybe not. Actually, maybe this. I don't know where I got this, but I love this little piece, and I've been kind of hoarding it forever. Let's see if we can, this has been my new favorite thing to do, is to just stick the lace right over the brad. I know I'm sure I did not come up with this idea, but in case you haven't thought of it, and I'm not in frame at all. So then the brad, you know, the legs of the brad just hold the lace or whatever you're using at the top. And we'll just trim that. And then, yeah, there. We have that. Cute. Oh my gosh. And then we can decorate up the front a little bit, because I have so much stuff here. Let's see, probably some cheesecloth. So we'll bring that over, just in case. And I have a lot of the little vellum pieces over here, so I'm just looking through to see if there's any that I want to use on here. Let's do, okay, so I have, I don't know, let me grab something dark to put behind that so you can see. It's a really pretty birdie. And I wanted to share, I know again, most of you probably have seen these devices by Xyron. They're sticker makers, and I've had these for a while, and I always forget that I have them. And they are perfect for vellum, because if you put glue, wet glue on vellum, you're more than likely gonna see it. And this puts the adhesive all over the back, so you don't see it. Excuse me. And this one is for like smaller pieces, I think, I don't know, like 1.5 inches. And then I think this one does up to 3 inches, but super handy little tool. This one, you can get replacement rolls of the sticker paper. The other one is just like the whole thing is recyclable. So you just throw this whole thing in the recycling and then buy a new one. And they're not very expensive. I got them on Amazon. But that's all you do, is just push it through there, or pull it through there, and then you just rub really well, because you want to get the extra sticky off of the backing paper and onto the top paper, if that makes sense. And sometimes I even use just like my bone folder to kind of go over that on the edges, just to make sure everything is nice and adhered. And then you pull off, sorry if I don't want to talk to you like you have no idea what you're doing. Some people maybe haven't seen this little tool. So you just pull this off, and it has all the extra sticky on it, and then you're left with this. And you will get adhesive like around the edges of whatever you're turning into a sticker. And I just run my finger along the edge to try to get, you know, some of that off. And it just balls up and rubs off. So it's no big deal. You just, you know, and if it ends up on your project, you can do this afterwards too. Usually I end up doing that. So then you have a nice little vellum sticker. Super easy. So now that I've done that, we need to find a place to put it. And we might, I don't know, maybe I don't want it on the outside. Maybe we'll put it on one of the inside papers. What do you think? Yeah, I like that idea actually. I think we will decorate the inside a little bit. So now we have a sticker, and we can, I probably should have, you know what, let's put that back down a sec, because it might be nice to have something behind that. Maybe some masking paper? Is that, that's the right size. That way the image will show up a little better, and you can use your bone folder and burnish that down too. And then, like I said, just kind of run your finger along the edges if you feel like there's any leftover adhesive there. So now you can kind of see that a little better. And then we will cut off the extra. Kind of make that even. And now we have this pretty little thing to put down here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add to that. God, I love this little washi, and I have it in multiple sizes since I printed everything, you know, in different configurations. That's so handy. I think I like that. Let me glue that down, and then I'll trim it up. So my youngest son had a birthday yesterday. He is now 19 years old, and guys, I just don't know where the time goes. I don't know. 19, how in the world? And he's my baby. So we hung out yesterday for the day, and we went a bunch of places, but we checked out, he loves antique malls. Well, probably not as much as I do, but there was a new one that, well, not, it's new to us, one that I hadn't been to before and he hadn't been to before. So we went to check that out, and I found a couple really neat things there. I will share another time, but I'm gonna go back. My husband and I are gonna go back because I didn't want to, you know, monopolize my son's birthday by forcing him to go antiquing. That's not very nice, even though he does enjoy looking and things like that. I didn't want to be that mom that it's your birthday, let's go do what I want to do. Yeah, so but we had a fun day. We went to a record store. He also loves, he collects records. I just think that's awesome. And he has such an eclectic taste in music. I love that. Like he will try, you know, he'll give anything a try, and he likes a lot of different genres of music. So that's fun too, because, you know, he likes some of the old stuff, the old stuff that's now considered like classic rock, stuff I listened to in high school. Yeah, I'm not doing well with this whole aging thing. But you know, we had a lovely day. It was very nice. So anyway, we did that yesterday, and now I am back to crafting. All right, I feel like I'm not really cutting this very well, but that's okay. We're just gonna stick it back here and kind of, yeah, like that. That'll work. All right, let me get some glue on here. Stay. Whoops. My glue cap just went on the floor, so hopefully I will be able to find that. Luckily, there are no cats in the room currently, so it should stay wherever it landed. Oh my, yeah. Just make sure I get enough in the center there to hold down that cheesecloth. And there we go. I'll hold that down and see if my glue cap is anywhere I can reach it. Oh, there it is. I gotta change hands. All right. There. I don't like to leave that off. I know that this actually has a little like piece of plastic that originally, you know, kind of connects to the lid so you don't lose it, but it always gets in my way. So I always cut that off and just keep the cap on this glue. It's easier for me to, you know, put it back on when I'm in the middle of doing something like one-handed and stuff. So there, I like that. So that page is done, and then I still do think that we need something on the front, but it doesn't have to be anything major. Maybe just a little bit of bling here. Maybe maybe a little ruffle. Oh my, okay. That, I like that. That's cute. I think I like that. Yep, okay. That's going there. Let me glue again. How long is that? Out here. So yeah, I hope you're all having a good day. And we're getting some time to craft today. That always, it's important, I think, as creative people. We need to find time to fit that into our lives, whatever that looks like. And it looks different for everyone, but I know it's important for me to find time to create. I am obsessed with ruffles, and I'm obsessed right now, guys. I love adding ruffles to everything. I love that. So cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe. Yes. Let me trim that up. And then I think this will be it for today, because like I said, I already have that intro. Well, you know that because you've already watched it. But I need to remember for myself that I've got to add that to my time. So I don't want it to be ridiculously long for you. And then I will come back and do probably one more video. No, I don't want to use that one. And I think I said before, I will link to Deb's shop and the kits that I've used here, so you can go and check those out. And if you want to create something similar or completely different, but with this amazing kit. And I think I did say before too that the woodland, this is the woodland add-on kit, but there is an actual journal kit as well. So yeah. All right. Put my stopper back in my glue. All right, guys, so there we have it. I love that. So cute. You could pop that into a journal or just send it, you know, as like a greeting card almost. Put a little message inside. I just think that is absolutely adorable. I am very happy with how that turned out. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastically blessed day, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so you can make sure you come back and see some more. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye.